Pack Sports. Gonna be doing a little mock draft today for the Green Bay Packers. Gonna be doing a 7-round draft. Might even have some trades. We'll see. Joined as always by my co-host Justin Legal. Justin, how's it going?
Good dog. Let's roll. I am not looking forward to us being completely wrong because
Yep.
we know draft night. This is going to go probably a completely different way, but these are just all a ton of fun to do, and they never get old, man. Never get old.
Nope. I was gonna say, and we're switching up the draft website. We're using Draft Network this time. We have been using Pro Football Focus, so shout out to them. They do a great job. But just want to do things a little differently, and we're not willing to invest in the Pro Football Focus stuff yet. So maybe
No,
one of these days.
absolutely. If someone wants to gift us a membership, we'll gladly take that too. But hey, we want to do
Yeah.
trades. We know Goody likes to cook some stuff up on draft
Yep.
night. Robbie and I will go through all 7 rounds. We're gonna talk about some guys we see on the board that might be a fit. We'll try to come to a consensus on a pick. Before we get started, if there's people that you want us to talk about in the comments, or there's one that we obviously missed, we want to hear from you. We've talked to some great fans out there, even Bears fans,
Yep.
reaching out to us in the chat. We love it. We'll talk to anybody to hear your thoughts on how the draft should go because we're not experts, we're just fans, and we want it. This is a lot of fun, and we know a lot of you find this a lot of fun too. So, should I let it rip, Robbie? Here we got the
Oh yeah.
Packers in 7 rounds,
Let it
and
rip.
let's see what happens here.
Draft can't come soon enough.
If only this is how the draft went, right? On
Oh
ESPN, you're watching it,
yeah.
and here we go. Speaking of
Ooh.
trades, we got an offer from the Baltimore Ravens.
Ooh. Well,
Well,
I do like that actually.
I do too. We got an offer from the Ravens.
Oh, do you want to hide? Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
want to
can we
hide
hide it?
that
Yeah, yeah. Let's
and
hide it.
see who's on the board right now? There.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh,
Ooh.
oh,
Ooh.
oh.
I almost can't even make that trade right now. Jahad Campbell, my boy,
And
right
again,
there.
and I think the trade was to 27, so dropping back 4
27.
spots. Do you see a couple guys you like here? I mean, we know
Yeah.
Jahad Campbell has the torn labrum.
Yep.
Robbie and I, for full disclosure, we don't care. We want Jahad Campbell. We love
Yeah.
Jahad Campbell. But let's see who else is on the board. We've seen Derek Harmon. We drafted him in some mocks as an
Yeah.
interior tackle from Oregon. Any other names here? You know me, I
I
like
like.
Luther Burden, but
Yeah. I
a little
like Nick
rich.
Scorton there.
Yeah, edge of A&M.
Yep. Edge out of A&M. Kenneth Grant's there. Mike Green. Wow, they got him farther down than PFF does.
Yes, he's really slipped.
Ooh, this one is painful
Do you risk it?
because
Well, let's see. Let's see the full offers we got. So we know the
yeah,
Ravens won there. Here's one for the Chargers. I hate this one right away. I don't want to
yeah,
fall. I don't want to drop 30 picks. Do you agree we should
yeah.
reject this one? All
I
right, we'll
agree.
reject. And then our other pick in Carolina, I think it's the same type
Nope.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, really, it's going to be. Do we want to take Jahad Campbell or do we want to risk it, acquire another second round pick, and we're giving up 124? Do we want to risk it for the biscuit, Robbie?
I like the value in this draft in the second round, so I'm willing to risk it, even though it is gonna pain me to see the Baltimore Ravens select Jahad Campbell right here.
And hey, maybe the Ravens have other people on the board. You got the
Yeah,
Vikings, Texans, and Rams in
yeah,
between. But hey, I would do
yeah,
this trade as well because I think I'm right with you. There's a lot of value
yep,
there in that pick 45 to 65 range.
yeah. So let's hit it. Hit accept there.
And yeah, he's gone. So he
Yep.
went he went to the Vikings. Oh,
Yeah.
that hurts. That
Oh,
hurts.
oh,
All right.
not
Let's
taking
lick our
this one.
wounds. Yeah, we're not taking the Chiefs offer here. The
No,
Commanders, I don't
nope, not for
know.
next year's pick. So
No. So we got a pick. No trades are on the table. Looking at Jade Barron, he's kind of a polarizing
yeah.
draft prospect. We do have some need there in the secondary. What are some other names? What's a name that comes out to you here
Oh,
too? Nick
like I
Scorton,
said,
you like?
I like Nick Scorton. I think that'd be my guy if I was picking someone.
Yeah, I do like
They
the
think I'm
fact, and
six foot two.
I will say, and I don't know, Robbie, if you've seen, today Goody was talking at it's at the owners and coaches meetings going on, I think down in Florida, and he was
Hmm.
talking about he doesn't feel, and I don't know if this is him just playing chess,
Hmm.
but he did say to reporters that he doesn't feel we have a dire need in the pass rush room.
Yeah.
I don't know if that means we would take a pass on an edge guy like Nick Scorton in the
Yeah.
draft. Um, what do you think of Donovan Ezaraku? Jeff Halfley
I,
got see. What do you see in him?
I know he's got long arms. I know that that's been brought up before, but I don't know. He's that short 6'2" rusher that I don't know. I always think of Jarvis Jones. I know that's a name from way back, but kind of like Georgia's going through these. And Nick Scorton said they say he's 6'2", but I thought he was 6'4". Texas A&M has him listed as 6'4".
Well, let's see his NFL.
NFL.com says 6'3".
Okay, so similar size, maybe a tad taller than
Yeah,
Ezaraku. I'm okay with either. I think another name that I would talk about a little bit is Kenneth Grant as well. A
yeah,
run stopper. We're going to need
yeah. Ooh,
interior D lineman too. With we think Kenny Clark. I think his best days are behind him, and we lost T.J. Slayton too. So
yeah,
I like Kenneth Grant in his
yeah.
spot too.
And what about Mike Green? Like I said, I'm used to PFF, so normally he's just not even there.
Yeah, I think Mike Green. There are some character concerns, I think, and obviously
Yeah,
playing in Marshall, it's like how will his game translate from the lower levels to where we're at in the NFL today.
yeah,
To me, he seems like a boom or bust guy, which
yeah.
Goody does like those kind of guys. I
Oh,
personally wouldn't draft him.
no, okay, can't do it. So I think we're either going to go Nick Scorton or Kenneth Grant. I'll let you click on your guy.
All right, I'll pull the trigger on Kenneth Grant. I really
All right,
think
I like
we
it.
need somebody in the interior. Looks like we got pick 54 coming up.
Yeah,
I do not like this offer from the Browns. I'm
yeah,
not sure where okay. And that was the only offer we got. So we are on the board. Um, wow, Walter Nolan has really fallen.
yeah,
And Omarion Hampton as a running
yeah.
back, which would be
I was
interesting.
gonna
But
say, ooh, I actually like running backs. Ooh, Jaden Higgins, done. It's a done deal.
oh yeah, Jaden Higgins. For those that aren't aware, 6'4", 214. Look at that RAS score, pretty darn high.
Pl-
Absolute.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes. Go ahead, Robbie.
I was just gonna say, plays with some swagger too. Like I just like the way he plays. Just watching the tape on him.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a great fit in Green Bay.
And why does
Us
Iowa
coming from
State
Iowa
breed?
State, already kind of
Why
used
do
to the weather.
Why do they breed so much NFL talent? I feel like
I don't
Iowa
know.
State. They have a lot of guys in this draft that are ranked high. So yeah, I mean, no hesitation here on Jaden
Yeah.
Higgins. We're going to take him.
He's
I
a
clicked
better
on the
Alan
wrong button.
Lazard.
I clicked on the wrong button because
Oh
I'm
no.
crazy, and now yeah. Here we go. Let's let's close that and let's take him
Yeah.
at 64. There we go.
Ooh, and this is why we make the trade, getting right back into it.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
right back
reject
into
that
it
one.
here. Yeah, I agree. Getting a third round pick next
Yeah.
year. For the exercise, we wouldn't do it. I think in real life, I would consider this
Oh
because there is
yeah.
some value there. But for today's exercise, yeah. And then the Browns, I mean, a second rounder would be nice next year.
Yeah.
And thinking about the Browns, how they're going to be this year, you probably think they're
Yeah.
going to be a top 5 or 6 pick. But
Yeah.
for today, I think we're going to say no thanks. And here we are at 59. So we got, just for a recap, Kenneth Grant. I don't know why this thing's bugging out on me. Kenneth Grant and Jaden
Mhm.
Higgins, two solid guys. Haven't touched the secondary. I don't, Darian Porter sitting there. That's a guy we've picked a couple
Yep.
times in some mocks. Some receivers too. Isaiah Bond is out there. Braden
I,
Swinson as an edge guy.
I would take Jack Besh over Bond though.
Yeah,
Jack Besh,
yeah,
like I said, he's normally a guy PFF. He's normally gone by now.
yeah,
That would definitely be a change to the receiver room right there to go Higgins and Besh there. That'd be kind of crazy actually.
yeah. And just kind of like that strategy that Goody did last year in the safety room, where it's like we had such a hole there.
Yeah.
It's like just bring some dudes in there, and if one of them hit, that's perfect. I wouldn't hate Jack Besh in there. The other name, I don't know. I see my guy. I
I
like Io Manor. I don't think he's going to be there at 59.
no.
Um, Denzel Burke is an interesting guy. Ohio State. It's we do have some needs in the secondary. Um, He's been kind of a guy that people are not as high on. So I don't know
No.
how he'd fit in. But Jack
I'm not
Bech is
very
a
high
guy.
on Denzel Burke. Personal opinion.
Well, so Robbie, who's your guy here? Who would you take at 59? Who's on the board?
My guy is Darian Porter. That's my
All
guy.
right, let's
Like I
take
said,
Darren Porter. It does fill a need in the defensive back room.
back-to-back Iowa State guys.
Yeah.
I guess.
And here we are back at 87.
Yep.
Got some interior guys, and Alfred Collins, Shamar Turner, Omar Norman Lott are sitting there. We did address that position in round one. Torrey Horton's a guy I find very interesting at receiver.
Yeah.
If we were looking to double dip there, Robbie, DJ Giddens, he's there on the board.
DJ Giddens is there, but there actually is a guy that is, he's not normally on PFF for me, and I think maybe you know who it is that I would also be looking at here. That's a little bit different.
Why don't you spoil it for all of us? Who's the guy you'd want?
Ooh, tight end out of Miami there. You're right over top of him.
Elijah Arroyo.
Elijah Arroyo. I know he's been hurt, but man, that dude can fly. I think he'd be the guy that they wanted Musgrave to be when Musgrave was running fast at the combine. But dude can't stay on his feet. Like it's just, I don't know. It's like I think you get a burner at tight end and pair him with Tucker Kraft, who just looks nasty on the field.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I like my weapons. I think he could do a great job. And like I know he got hurt, but Senior Bowl, there was a lot of hype around him, like second round, first round buzz. So
And again, a lot of people are focusing on like targets for Jordan Love in the receiver room, but the tight end is just as much of a weapon in LaFleur's
yeah,
system. So having that yin and yang set up with Kraft, and yeah, I'm with you on Musgrave. He had a great rookie season, and then last year was kind of injury laden. And I don't know, Goody also likes to give his draft picks a chance. Sometimes it's really infuriating as a fan with how much leash he gives his draft
yeah,
picks, but does he bring a guy in like Arroyo to kind of push Musgrave? I kind of like it. I think there's a win-win situation there. If you
yeah,
want him, I'll sign
yeah,
up and take Elijah Arroyo
yeah,
here at 87.
oh, yeah,
And why did it say 10? Oh yeah, Elijah Arroyo. We are back. We're not picking until 159, so we have time for a cup
yeah,
of coffee.
yeah,
This will be one of those long breaks in the draft night or
yeah.
draft afternoon in this case.
Take your nap.
Wow, look at this trade, Robbie.
Ooh,
This one's actually interesting. If
yeah.
Gooey wants to acquire picks, let's hide here and just see who's on the board. We're at
I
159.
feel like that'd be something that he would do right there.
I would agree. But let's see if there's somebody here that we're just like, absolutely, we got to take them. My initial glance here is I'm not seeing somebody where I'm
Yeah,
willing, try Jack Nelson, Wisconsin boy, but
yeah,
maybe not at 159. I think we phone in that offer, and I think we
yeah,
take it.
yeah. I say we take that one.
All right, let's take in the draft offer there. Now we're coming around 6, pick
Yeah,
160. No trades. And here's a guy here. Anis Peebles is a guy I found to be an interesting prospect. A little smaller on the defensive tackle end, but
yeah,
I think he's a very strong pass rusher in the interior, which
yeah,
is important. If you can get that pocket to collapse in the interior, it does help the edge guys a bit too. But it also provides for quarterbacks to get uncomfortable more than just on the edges. If you
yeah,
have a guy barreling right on your lap as a quarterback, I think that can have a huge impact on our pass rush too. So this is a guy I'm really high on.
yeah.
As a value guy. I don't know if there's any other names here you're seeing too.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of like him. You got Jay Higgins, linebacker out of Iowa there. I think that could be an option. Ricky White out of UNLV, that there's a speed receiver there. Could definitely look into that. Got a running back in Jordan James there. I'm kind of always going to be kind of looking at the running backs, but I definitely do like your idea of defensive tackle here. I think, once you get into these later rounds, if a guy can do something well, you don't necessarily, once you get later in the rounds, you don't need a complete player, but you need somebody who can do a job. And if you think he can do that, I'm definitely fine with taking Peebles there.
Yeah, and I think it pairs well with like a Kenneth Grant. Kenneth Grant's your run stuffer, kind of your beefier guy, and Peebles I think gives you a
Mm,
little more versatility on passing downs
Yeah,
too.
the only other one that I'd possibly question Brashard Smith, the running back out of SMU. I know there's been some good things said about him. Just kind of good speed. Switched over from receiver, so I think that could be an interesting play there as well.
Yeah, I'm wondering, his size. Is he that Lloyd type of back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know enough about him. But let's take Peebles here at
Yep.
at 180. I
I'm
think
with
he's a
you.
guy. And maybe at 198, Robbie, we look at a running back on the board to see if anyone here screams at you that we should take. Oh, I see Hunter Waller's name on here.
I know Hunter Wooler is like, it's so hard because I know he could be a lifetime special teamer if nothing else. Just the reports of like how he got to play as a freshman because he was great on special teams and he was almost every week on the teach tape.
And look at that RAS score for him too.
Ooh,
A very underrated athlete.
I'm almost ready for
Local
the homer
kid.
pick. Like this,
I am too. We got to have one in there, right?
yeah. You know, sorry guys, this is a homer pick. We're taking Hunter Wooler.
Let's do
go.
it. On
Put,
Wisconsin. On
yeah,
Wisconsin.
on Wisconsin. Put him in the green and gold. Like he's just gonna play hard.
That's
you
right.
know.
Hopefully he's not a Vince Beagle 2.0 where he actually gets to see the field and play. But all right, 213. Robbie, you've spoken running backs. Let's just see what we're looking at running backs. Taj Brooks, I'm not super familiar on him. Seems like another smaller kind of back. Phil Maffa, I feel like he's got a lot of mileage on his body.
Yeah. Trevor Etienne.
Yeah, that name rings a bell from his brother playing.
Yep.
Looks like he might perhaps be available later on the draft. Low RAS score, quite low actually. Yeah, I don't know. The running backs are looking thin at this point.
Yeah.
Any other position, Robbie? So let's just
probably offensive tackle, offensive guard.
Yeah, maybe look. In the interior, Clay Webb, who's highly rated, is sitting there from Jacksonville State.
Yeah.
Versatile interior offensive line.
Ooh, that
Can
sounds like
play guard and center. That kind of screams Packers. 6'3", 312, great size. Yeah. The only concern I would say, there's probably more than just one, but the Jacksonville State comp, it's like, how raw is he? How much development will he need? But in a room like ours, like he's not going to be asked to be a day one starter.
Yeah.
It's like he has the luxury to come in, learn behind some really, great coaching that we have in our room, and also some seasoned vets. So I wouldn't mind Clay Webb here as a versatile offensive lineman.
Yeah, I think Clay Webb would be a good one there.
All right, we're taking Clay. And we are back again at 2. Yeah. We really acquired some draft picks here in the back. And I would say, there would probably be some trading out here at some point.
Yeah.
But for today's exercise, what are we looking at here?
Yeah. What do we got size on BJ Adams there? Just another
BJ
corner.
6'1". That's actually great size. Low, very low RAS, but.
So I'm guessing he ran slow.
Yeah. Let's. I don't know if this Kobe Hudson receiver. Very low RAS at 392. That's if we didn't take your boy Arroyo, I liked Jackson Hawes out of Georgia Tech. Yeah. I thought he'd be an interesting guy, but we've already kind of filled that room. I did like Phil Maffa out of high school or out of college. Bigger back. He's a bigger dude, runs downhill. Kind of a guy you don't want to tackle in Green Bay, November, December, and January. I just don't know.
Or not the Eddie Lacy. Wow. That aged me. A.J. Dillon. Yeah.
Yeah, I could kind of see that. It's just, and here's a name here, Kyron Lacy.
Yeah.
I know a guy he's tremendous talent. I know there were some off the field concerns, which the latest reports are he's been cleared of those. And this is again, here we're talking about waiver guys.
Pick. Yeah.
Yeah. At 6'2".
I kind of like that.
Yeah. Let's take him.
Yeah.
Again, at this point in the draft, these are all just lottery tickets, and we're hoping to hit on one of them.
Yeah. We got offensive tackle up there, Dalton Cooper, Oklahoma State.
Great RAS score too. Started at Texas State, played over 3,800 snaps. That's pretty impressive.
And I got my sister and my brother-in-law both graduated from Oklahoma State, so little go Pokes there. I wouldn't mind that one.
All right, let's take them. And we get to close the draft here, Robbie. Pick 250. Do we get your running back? We've been waiting. Trevor
Who else is?
Etienne.
Yeah, maybe. Who else is on the board as far as?
As far as running backs,
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm always up for a safety or linebacker, special teams guy at the end there.
we got a Cody Simon from Ohio State looking at us as a linebacker, 6'1", 230.
Productive final season. Sounds like a core special teamer right there.
I would agree. We did say, safety, we did hit Hunter Wooler, so I would think linebacker room would be a room to look at.
Yeah.
As looking for depth there. I mean, Cody Simon would be a guy I would sign up for sure.
Yep. Nope. I say we take Cody Simon there and then the draft there. Who? I would be excited at least with the first part. I mean, obviously, once you get later in the draft, it's hard. It's like I haven't looked up all these guys. Obviously, haven't watched tape on everyone.
Yeah.
But you get Kenneth Grant to start out, and you pair that with the Jaden Higgins, as a wide receiver, Darian Porter at corner, just a tall, athletic freak out there on the outside. Elijah Arroyo, who I'm telling you, Jermichael Finley vibes before he got hurt. Like, I don't know. I'd be
really,
excited.
we really get the flip. We went 4 spots back, and we picked up Kenneth Grant and Darian Porter. If we can go back 4 spots and get those 2 guys, I mean, with a Higgins, who much of the Packer fan base are very high on, I would say this would be a hit. And yeah, after kind of the 3rd round, this is all better like a turn a crapshoot. I wouldn't be surprised to see Goody pick a quarterback later on in the draft just to have one in the room. He likes to do that. We were talking kicker for a while, but we did sign McManus, so I don't see any really special teamers into the fold. So I'd be very pleased with this draft. But we want to hear from you guys. We have a very opinionated fan base when it comes to the draft. We want to hear, guys that we've missed. Who are some value guys? And that's something that Goody has made his living on, is like 4th round, 5th round, 6th round, 7th round, towards the end there. Who are some guys that you would like? One name I've been throwing out there is Ty Felton, receiver out of Maryland. I think he's a guy to look at. But yeah, Rob, any closing thoughts from you on this mock draft?
No, just let us know if we were stupid for not taking Jahad Campbell, because
we are stupid, Robbie. We are stupid. But
yeah, we are. But but we picked up Darian Porter too, and to me that's big to be able to get Grant and Porter and Higgins. Like that's. I think it's worth it. Like if he actually went to the Vikings, though.
Yeah, that would suck.
So, but no, obviously, like I said, always fun to do a nice little mock draft. This one, 7 rounds. Great doing that with you, Justin. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Tune in next time. We'll see who the Packers take next time. See you next time. Bye.